Hey there, Libra, and welcome to your week of July 12th, 2021 tarot reading. I'm about to hit you up with a general vibe card here, and then we're going to do a 4-card spread, past, present, future, and an outcome and clarifiers for all 4 of those cards. Hopefully everything's going good. But remember that these are general readings, Libra, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Remember, tarot can be much like a fart. If you try to force it, it's probably poop. So we will keep that in mind as we go about the reading. And thank you for being here, Libra. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a ton. So let's see what we got here for you, Libra. Your general vibe card is the Wombat Spirit. Be at home. So maybe just stay close to home this week, Libra, you know. Or maybe you want to try and find where your home is, right? The sort of metaphysical, figurative home. I'm trying to hypothetical home. No, not hypothetical, figurative. Like, you know, your home is where your heart is, right? Like that kind of idea. You know what I'm getting at. Somebody does. But like, just be at home. Maybe just stay at home. Just stay inside this week. You know, maybe just stick around the house, do some cleaning up around the house, or just invite people over, whatever it may be. So I like that. I'm a bit of a homebody myself. So, you know, I'm always looking for opportunities just to stay home. If you couldn't tell how pasty I am, like I am quite the homebody. So I also work back shifts, so that doesn't help with the pastiness. But anyway, we will get you your spread here in just a second, Libra. But of course, you can always leave a comment down below. Let me know where in your chart you have Libra. And you can, of course, always let me know if this helped you out, if this is left you with a positive impact that'll help you go forward and get through the week. I hope this so. I hope that it does. So let's see what we got for you here, Libra. All right, in your past, Libra, we got the 8 of Pentacles. And so you've been thinking about mastering a craft or just mastering something, or maybe you have mastered something just in your recent past here. So that's awesome, right? Like, hope that's good. If you have mastered something, let me know down below. But this is a really good thing. You've mastered something. So maybe that is something where, like, I know some people, some of my friends who have recently talked their bosses into letting them, like, we've been doing stay-at-home work from their jobs since COVID started, and they've kind of talked their bosses into, like, it's a permanent thing now. So, like, that's awesome. Like they can stay home and master their craft. Maybe that's a situation that you're in or have started to get into in your recent past. So I like that. In your present, we got the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is all about getting somewhere in a way that you didn't think you would, right? So just like you see here, the 3 cups have been knocked over. This person here thought that these cups would lead them across the river here to that city there in the background. But the thing is, if they just turn around, there's those 2 cups that are still there. So not all is lost. And on top of that, there's a bridge leading across the river to that town as well, that city. So, you know, he's still going to get there. If you just realize not everything is lost and turn around, like, it's still all going to work out. He's still going to get there, just not the way he thought. So maybe that's what's happened to you recently. Maybe you mastered this craft and, like, you thought, oh, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do X, Y, or Z with this. And that didn't turn out to be the case. But now you look around and you look, and it's like, you know what? I actually still have opportunities here and here and here with this craft I've mastered recently. And maybe that was something you thought that you needed to go out into the world and go and show it off and do that kind of thing. And it might be something that you can do from home, right? Maybe you make like jewelry or something and you can sell it on like an Etsy store or something like that. Or you thought, like, you recently mastered like some sort of like musical instrument or something. It's like, maybe you could start up a YouTube channel or something like that. Like, that'd be really cool, right? So I like that. In your future, we're leading to the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is all about something like dead, done, over with, right? And it's pretty brutal, the 10 of Swords, because obviously it didn't take 10 swords to kill this guy, right? The one to the head would have done me, and I'll tell you that right now, but that's just me. Swords, my only weakness. How did you know? Anyway, with the 10 of Swords here, it's like, it's the end of it, though. That's the thing. It's like, whatever this guy's gone through, it's over, right? It's done, it's over with, right? Maybe that's what your 3 cups get knocked over. Maybe that's your 10 of Swords, right? And guess what? Like I say, like, with this person's getting to the thing, they're still getting to the city just in a way they didn't think they would. With the 10 of Swords here, it's saying, like, you're at rock bottom. It may feel like you're at rock bottom, but guess what? That's a good thing. It doesn't seem like a good thing, and obviously don't wish that upon anyone, but it's a good thing because you can only go up from rock bottom, right? Like there's only one trajectory from there. It's up, it's going up. So that's awesome, right? Like even though it sucks and it's bad, it's like we can only improve from this, right? So I like that a lot. This is leading to, for an outcome card, we got the world, right? The world is all about the end of something, the end of a cycle, right? The world is the end of the major arcana, right? It's just the big ending of some sort of thing. And it can also be a card of travel, as is traveling the world. This guy was traveling to this city here, so, you know, again, maybe that's for you. Like you are going to get to travel still, just not the way you thought you were gonna, right? So I like that a lot. Again, an end of a cycle here. And maybe, like I say, you mastered something. It's not going the way you wanted it to, and like that's the big brutal ending here. But this is saying there's a change coming. Maybe you're still gonna get to show off your mastered craft, just not the way you thought. So I like that. So we will get you your clarifiers, try to figure out some more detail on this. Hopefully we can find something here a little better. But of course, Libra, you can always, before we get to your clarifiers, leave a like down below. That helps out the channel a ton. I appreciate it so much. You can subscribe, hit that bell icon, and personalize it. And that way you get notified when I upload videos that you want to see. Of course, if you're not getting notified already and you have been subscribed, always the classic turn it off, then turn it back on, just unsubscribe, then resubscribe. And hopefully that sorts things out. YouTube can be a funny thing sometimes. Just got a pop out for you here. Actually, 2 cards popped out for you. And that was a lot more than 2 that time. But we got 2 pop outs for you to start. And of course, you can always share this video with other Libras out there, whoever you feel like sharing it with, and check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos and see what all might be coming for you in the week ahead. Hopefully everything's going good over there too. But let's see what we got for you here, Libra. All right, clarifying the Eight of Pentacles, we got the Devil and the Knight of Swords here. So with these 2 cards, the Devil represents, well, the Devil is Capricorn's card to start off with. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn at this time, or you have Capricorn in your chart, let me know down below. But the Devil is saying, like, you know, enjoy like your physical world and stuff, enjoy it, like, but don't get too wrapped up with it. Don't overindulge, because you will eventually feel chained to the devil and feel chained to something, right? Which is a lot of what will happen with the Devil card, right? You can feel kind of chained to something and feel like it's dragging you down, feel like you have to do something because of this. And it might feel like for you, you've mastered this craft and now it's like you have to do something with it, right? Maybe you're just getting out of school, or you're getting close to getting out of school, right? And it feels like you have to go do this particular job with it, right? And that's what's going to lead to this 5 of Cups potentially, is like you feel like you're chained to it. You have to go, like, you took like a banking degree, I have to go be a banker or an accountant or something, right? And you go out and you just can't get a job there and it sucks, right? And that kind of falls in with the Knight of Swords here, who is all about taking action. It's just like you feel like chained to taking action. You feel chained to like, I have to do this because, you know, like, or else that was a waste of money or a waste of time or whatever, right? Like it can really feel that way here. So I would say, like, yeah, go ahead and take that action, try to get that job or whatever. But I feel like whatever path you're on right now, or whatever like seems like the most obvious choice, might not be the one that you end up taking. So clarifying the 5 of Cups, we got the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is all about this idea, the spark in your head, right? That you should follow through with. Here, not so much, but on the Rider-Waite version, it's called the thumbs up card by a lot of tarot readers, because the person holding the rod has their thumb up like this, right? So it's to say, like, go ahead, go for it, right? If you have this idea, this spark of creation in your mind, it's to say, go for it, follow through with it. And I feel like with this 5 of Cups here, it feels like, oh, you're like, oh, this was the way I thought for sure. And it's like this new path opens up, and it's like, wait a minute, I might be able to do something here. Like, this doesn't seem as crazy as I thought. Like I said, maybe you're going to start up like a YouTube channel, or you're going to start selling on an Etsy store or something along those lines. And it's like, just go for it. Like, just, you might be surprised how easy it is to get into that stuff, right? Speaking from YouTube experience myself, I'm recording this on a camera, Of course you're recording this on a camera, Charles. Duh. You're not recording it on a microwave or something, of course. But no, I'm recording it on my phone's camera, right? Like, it doesn't have to be something super high tech. I didn't have to buy a $800 $500 Canon camera to do this, right? And you could be doing the same thing, right? You don't necessarily need big expensive equipment to get done what you want to get done. So I like that. Clarifying the Ten of Swords, we got the Eight of Pentacles popping up again. Again, talking about that hard work, talking about that craft you mastered. I feel like with this, it's saying like this is going to come to an end on what you thought your craft could do for you. I feel like that's what it is. Swords are all about thoughts, communication, right? And I feel like this is coming to a quick end on like what you thought you could do with this craft of yours, right? And I feel like you need to be creative, like with the Ace of Wands, right? You need to be creative. Like I feel like a mindset of like a very narrow mindset here, a very like, this is just what other people do, may not be beneficial for you. Like even just having multiple options on the table. I mean, like I could go any number of ways here. Might be better than being like, I'm going to stay on the straight and narrow of like, this is it, this is my path, right? So I like that a lot. And lastly, clarifying the world. We got the Two of Wands, which oddly enough, he's holding a globe in his hand there. He's holding the world in his hands, right? I feel like that's saying you've got the world in your hands here. It may not feel that way, like we're getting like with the Ten of Swords just popping up there and crushing things, but I feel like you have the world in your hands, right? And this is a card of stability as well, right? The one wand there in the back doesn't need to be held up like the one that the person there is holding, right? It doesn't need to be held up because it's stable. It can stand on its own. So the world is saying like some sort of cycle is coming to an end. And like I say, with the world, it's like, I feel like you got the world in your hands here. I feel like you have things under control. It just doesn't feel that way necessarily. And like I say, like it might be just you have your future in your hands. You might have the world in your hands. And I feel like this is kind of going to be something where, like we got the wombat spirit over top of all this, be at home, right? Maybe you don't need to travel the world. Maybe you don't need to have like that kind of a thing in your mind. You just need to be at home doing what you do, doing what you've mastered, of course. I don't feel like this is something where it's going to be, you need to go out and, you know, transfer to another town or another city or whatever. I feel like this is just going to be something where whatever you mastered can be done from home, and you never realize that it can be done from home, and you'll have success doing it from home as well. So I like that a lot. That's really awesome, Libra. So thank you for being here. Remember remember I am tongue-tied. I hope that helps you out. Remember, of course, you can always leave a like down below. You can subscribe, hit that bell icon, share the video with other Libras or whoever you feel like sharing it with. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Get a full scope of what might be coming for you in the week ahead. And I hope to see you, Libra, in the next video.